This is how Cyndi Shannon Weickert dreamed of making a living. Just how she became one of the world's leading authorities on schizophrenia is a personal and often painful story. Cyndi and her twin brother Scott grew up in Texas. It was a normal American family life. But when Scott was a teenager, things started to change.
My interest in schizophrenia stems from the fact my twin brother, suffered from schizophrenia. And it was through his suffering and his trials with different medications that I decided to dedicate my life to finding better treatments for people that suffer from schizophrenia.
While Scott struggled, Cyndi achieved her PhD and embarked on a career in molecular biology. And then, from across the Pacific, came an unexpected opportunity.
Well, Australia was never on my go-to places of the world, if you can imagine that. I got an email and it discussed a job opportunity to chair a developmental neurobiology program in schizophrenia. And I thought, I was hooked. I said, well, but I'm not interested if I can't come with my husband, so we're a package deal. He works more on the clinical level and with the live patients, and I work on the genes and the biomarkers and splice variants, mRNA within the brain. When I meet a person with schizophrenia and I meet their family, I can totally relate and totally identify with what's going on with them.
Yes, I do hear voices. I get auditory hallucinations and visual hallucinations and experience the devil and evil and hurt and darkness, and it's just drags you down and just grounds you and just annihilates you.
I wouldn't want for anybody or any family to have to suffer the way that particularly Wade has suffered, and how the trauma and the heartache and the sadness and the emotional attachment that you have to your children. I wouldn't want anyone to go through that.
For Cyndi's brother Scott, that suffering turned to tragedy.
He had been on a variety of different medications, and one of the side effects of the medication is weight gain, and he had diabetes and lacked exercise, and his heart gave out. Individuals with schizophrenia don't have a very different brain from normals. It weighs about the same, it's about the same size and certainly the same shape. So we have to look within the cells of the brain to find the abnormalities. And the brain cells are full of proteins that have different functions. And one of the proteins that we actually found is altered in people with schizophrenia is the estrogen receptor. And this receptor is important for growth and development, particularly during adolescence. And the estrogen receptor is actually blunted in its ability to function in people with schizophrenia. And so the clinical trial is about reversing that blunted activity.
Yeah, I'm very excited about the trial, and if it works, that'd be great. You know, I'd give it a go. You know, I'd give it my best shot. I try anything I can to beat this.
If he was on a trial where that magic happened, I mean, you'd swim the ocean, you'd swim at shark-infested waters, you'd walk on hot coals, you would do anything.
Hopefully everything will be good. I'll have a normal life and be happy.
We're very optimistic, and we hope that it will improve the people's cognition and symptoms as well.
It's actually about building a team that can approach modern molecular psychiatry and keep making advances, not just one advance, but several advances. When someone comes to want to work with our team, they actually aren't limited by the opportunities that they have to understand schizophrenia. They could work at the molecular, the cellular, the whole person level, or the clinical treatment level. For Scott, I'm sad that he won't ever be able to have the chance to try the medicine to see if it's going to work for him. But sometimes when I see the people that come through the door, they remind me of him.